School, coaching या tuitions, college, bachelor's degree, master's, diploma, PhD, get a job, settle down and then live on. We are born and brought up in an environment where there's a heavy emphasis on a predefined pathway, a predefined lifestyle, although there are some variations around it. Now, while the majority of us end up taking a route which consists of these, some tend to branch out. The misfits, the odd ones. Now, I was not supposed to be one of these people, and still I did. I didn't continue as an engineer after graduating as a computer science engineer. Now, there are a few reasons and events that led to it. I don't want you to base your next move based on what I did. What I want you to do is take away my story. I want you to take away how I assessed situations and made decisions. So you can do what's best for you or what might be the best for you. चलो chronology समझाते हैं तुम्हें आज. Let's begin. So in my case, I took science maths in my +1 या फिर 11 जो भी तुम बोलो. Then I went for JE, got decent marks in mains, not so decent in advance. Then in the spot round, I got computer science in IIIT Jabalpur. Now my hopes were great marks, great projects, so I can do my masters abroad, land a good job and get settled. I failed at step 1. 5.6 in semester 1, 5.9 which got to 5.8 because of some credit changes, and then 6.3 in sem 3 and then like 6.5 in sem 4. Why I'm telling you all of this is because I didn't tell my parents my grades until after the third sem. Things were difficult since my dreams were borrowed from the vision of my parents, the vision that they had for me. And because of that, I used to have trouble sleeping. I was not able to focus on anything. I saw myself as this less capable individual. I basically had no confidence in myself. Now, like, how could I be normal when the only dream I had was shattered? Like, no university would accept me. 2 years went by. I clearly remember laying in my bed in C102 Hall 4, accepting that, that this isn't for me. And yet, I can't leave right now since there's no other option. मैंने अगर college छोड़ दिया, तो मैं और क्या करूँगा? I have nothing to fall back on. And here's where the circumstances started to change. After that day, I think that was the first time I really got into a problem-solving mode. Like, what the fuck should I do now? And I knew that I would not create something from scratch. Like कि कोई business बना लूँगा या फिर I have that level of curiosity to create a product or anything. I had nothing. So I was like, okay, अगर मैं ये सब कुछ नहीं कर सकता, let's just start by seeing what other people do. So a lot of you guys know Sidemen. I've been following Miniminter for like 8-9 years now. And because I was an avid viewer, I still am. Back then I thought, while laying in bed in C102, I thought that I'll just create a football channel. Like, I was playing football once or twice a day at least, right? And I was like, okay, let's just create content around football. I'll put some clips right now. But I don't know how to get the courage to do it, right? So I was like, okay, summer vacations are wasted already. Like, we used to have a 3-month summer vacation. So I was like, okay, I'll just stay back in college, improve my grades. And then I was like, okay, I'll just have 2 classes a day. The remaining of the time, I'll film videos, I'll learn to edit, etc. And I did exactly that. I asked my mom to buy me a GoPro, and she did. Like, koi hesitation nahi tha. I was like, how did this happen? In 2019 summers, I used to go to the college field, practice football alone for 3-4 hours daily, record it all with my GoPro, and I used to edit them all myself. For about 2.5 months, this was my daily schedule. If not for the whole week, I used to do this for at least 6 days a week. And I just did that. फिर मैं घर आ गया, and then again third year started, and magically I was feeling way better. I was feeling way more confident about myself. It's like the whole world changed around me. That laziness went away. The laziness that basically consumed me in my first and second year. I did decent in academics in my third year. I still used to game a lot. I played a lot of FIFA, Tekken, Broforce, Tomb Raider, Just Cause, Star Wars, all of it. I just had way more confidence and way more belief in myself. After classes, after spending time gaming, playing football, etc., I had some time here and there to learn something new. So I tried my hands on coding, web design, game development, ML, all of it, and basically it led to no interest. So I just spent an entire semester and a half in all of this, and I just found no interest in it. I was like, okay, I'll just do the academics and uske baad mein dekh lenge. At this point, I still had no hope in what I actually want to do after college, because idea to lag gaya tha ki I will not get a job because I didn't have the skills, I didn't have good marks or grades. Masters करने का कोई plan भी नहीं था because again I had nothing to prove my worth. Then I remember vividly in early February of 2020, I saw that this ad from Jason Capital on Facebook, his ad for social media boss, his course back then. I replied to it and then his virtual assistant didn't get back. It was always on my mind since I saw that ad, because he was claiming that with a skill you will be able to earn like 2 to 4,000 USD a month, and if you can do that, like hell, college की भी क्या ज़रूरत है तुम्हें. उसके बाद मुझे realize हुआ कि there's something more out there that I'm not able to see in my environment right now. So early March, after the inter-college tournament, I came back home during the midterm holidays, and then it all happened. I saw that ad again while I was back home. So this was around April to May 2020 when I made this decision that I'll give freelancing a full try. From there, the real change started to happen. I got this agency course by Jason Capital, social media boss. It was about 1,000 USD. And ever since I got that course, firstly I had no idea कि उस course में है क्या. मैंने just पापा को बोला कि मुझे ये course चाहिए, पैसे बताए, dad gave me the money, and magically, like being a fully lazy person in year 1 to a somewhat confident person in year 3, I was there during the lockdown period for about 2.5 months or 3 months, where I got my initial experience in self-improvement. And since then I never looked back. I used to watch his course videos every day. I used to just practice what he's telling. I used to buy books and read. So basically that's when my habit of reading started. And I just forced myself, क्योंकि घर से बाहर कुछ करने को था नहीं. Gaming में मज़ा नहीं आता because back then around that time there was no like new game out there, and I purposely didn't get myself into multiplayer games again because like it's just too obsessive and like it's not good in the long term. So I was like, okay, अब और क्या करेंगे? I better just spend my time here. Then the biggest milestone of my life happened. I got my first client. So she was a fitness trainer and I told her that I'll do content for her. I closed that deal in the Instagram DMs. We actually got on the first call a month after the service started. It was just like a $250 or $300 service back then per month. Then after that, I got another client after a month. And then the third one, in the third month, I was making a decent amount of money while I was in third year, managing my college, like early final year as well. And I was just thinking कि यार साल भर पहले मेरे को कुछ नहीं आता था, ठीक है? Even though I had a bit of confidence, I felt worthless because I had nothing of real value since I tried all of those skills and I didn't find joy in any of it. I was like, this gets my senses tingling. This is where I get curious, and fucking hell, I got good results. And then when I got my third client, that's when I actually involved one of my best friends, Kirti. I involved him in service delivery. And then I started thinking कि यार, I know that I won't get a job or get admission in a great college anywhere. Yet currently, I am making decent money. I am living comfortably with my parents. I could buy almost anything I needed. And I had money to further invest in mentorships and improve. And after weighing the odds, like thinking about it for a lot of time, I made the decision in early 2021, in my last semester, that I'll complete my project-based internship. And I'll just end my engineering life with that. And I'll just go full-time with freelancing and sales because that's what I was doing. End of final year, I was doing a sales mentorship and I was working with this company. So I did a business development intern under them. And that was my last semester internship. And in June, like end of June, I had my last presentation. After the presentation went well. This 1 year gave me the confidence to speak in front of a group, to sell on sales calls, to feel confident enough in myself that I can hold my frame, I can actually be certain in what I speak. And that's what's needed in presentations. So in that presentation, I told the college professors, and we had the head of department of computer science and mechanical and electrical, electronics branch, all three of them there. So I was like, sir, ma'am, I won't continue with engineering after college. And to my surprise, they were chill with it. Like, I used to get pressured by the placement cell to apply for placement cell so I can get a job, or I can at least appear for interviews वगैरह, and I never went in any of that. And there I am talking to the head of departments and telling them that I won't continue with engineering, and they are happy with it. They were like, okay, we wish you all the best. And I was like, yaar, did this happen because now I believe in myself more, or did this happen because it was already there and it was waiting for me to explore? I think it's a mix of both of them, right? Because I went for all of it, because I saw that opportunity, I took it, I spent the time to learn, I pushed myself to get on sales calls, talk to people I have never talked to be able to get money from people where I messaged them a week ago, and then actually deliver a good service and have somewhat of a clear next step. This all happened when I just started tackling the issues I have at hand, and I took what's in front of me. It's like my back was against the wall and I took that course and I just went with it. So July 1st, 2021, college was done. My final grade was 6.9 that I got to know during like August or something, and I was happy. I was happy with that 6.9. I didn't need to talk to my professors to increase my grade to 7 so I can at least apply to the campus placements or anything. I was happy. And it took some time since early 2021 to convince my parents that I'll go full time with freelancing, because it was new for them as well. I'm the only person in my family who's doing it right now. It took work from my end to actually show them results कि हाँ भाई मैं कमा सकता हूँ, I can sustain myself. And that was the moment when like I actually got the full support of my parents and they gave me the freedom to do it. I've never had that feeling before. Like, I feel the most grateful because my parents are behind me. I am like it's an unfair advantage of mine that I do not have any issues from my family side, touch wood. And like since then I did my agency job, I made money, I built a safety net to create content, and here I am. You know, it's not like you will find happiness only when you do something exceptional, build businesses and shit. Don't follow the hype of starting from ground zero when you have an option to get ahead and start. It's like कि तुम college में रह के, if you are actually good at the skills that the college needs, like through you, then just do that. Get the job, build shit in your spare time, and see if you want an exit or not. This is how like you will get the freedom to experience stuff in your life right now. I do not recommend anyone to just leave college from day one. Even though I did it, I might sound like a hypocrite, but it's just from experience कि हमेशा सोचो कि odds तुम्हारे favor में कब होंगे. When you have a decent paying job from college, बचे हुए टाइम में तुम कुछ build कर सकते हो. You won't have to worry about putting food on your table. या फिर अगर तुम्हारी family side में issues हैं, you won't have to worry about them not having the money to pay their bills. And still, अगर ये सब होने के बावजूद भी you are willing to take the risk, be my guest. It's all up to you. See you in the next one. Ciao.